So a question I used to get for a long time in the beginning of my career was, how old are you? How many houses have you sold? All these other things that was really a reflection on the physical appearance, right? Because I was young. I got licensed at 20. So I want you to know what I found out was that those were actually perceptions that I had, or objections that I had about myself. And we typically in life get a lot of objections that are in our own head. And if you're a salesperson and you constantly are getting the objection of the price is too high, is because you think the price is too high. And no matter what objection you're constantly getting, it's typically an objection that the salesperson has a lot, because you exude that energy. And obviously, you know, the more success somebody has, or more experiences you have, the more confident you become. So really, and I say this to a lot of people, when you're in a presentation or when you're selling anything, people buy energy more than anything else. And obviously at the very beginning of your career, you don't have that high level of energy, or it's harder to do that because you don't really have any experience, or you haven't had any sales, and you know that really a lot of that energy comes from confidence. So I challenge you, next time you're on a presentation or a sales call or anything, try to step up the level of energy on the call. People buy energy before they buy product. People buy energy before they buy really anything. You know, think about the last time you bought something from somebody and you're just like, this person's just so awesome. I love their energy, right? And then you end up buying something. You're like, I really don't need it. But you know, again, like this is just, you want to support. You want to buy, you buy into that energy. And that's something that I make sure that I do on every single presentation, every single phone call. I try to step up the level of energy that I have, because I know people buy into my energy. Plus, I'm also super freaking confident. And for you, you know, for those of you listening who might not have the confidence, who might not have the, you know, the internal feeling of like, maybe, you know, I'm a little new or whatever the case may be, realize that you need to buy into the company, the team, the people around you. Like, listen, like, you know, I used to say all the time, because I was part of a team, my team sold this much real estate. And when I said that, I got empowered, right? My company sold this much real estate. I got empowered. My company is number one. My team is number one. Whatever the case may be, that kind of stuff can really help you become more empowered and really understand that you are a part of a bigger vision. It's not just you, right? When you think it's just you play, so a lot of us play small, right? But you can grab a hold of other people's confidence, other people's energy when you're a part of something, aka part of a company, part of a team, or anything else. So take a second and realize, when you're on a phone call, when you're in front of when you're on those presentations, you need to step it up in every capacity. It's not about you, it's about the client. So step it up in every capacity, which really looks like smile more. When you stand up, stand with your shoulders back and just stand in a powerful position. This is just things that I've done, right? You know, make sure you're not slouched over when you're sitting at the table, when you're like this. I mean, it's hard to have higher level of energy when you're slouched over like this. So just realize that there's a lot of small little things that you can be doing that you might be doing now, or things that you could be doing differently in every aspect of your life when you're in sales. Right? Don't just wing it. I studied top performers. I saw how they not only acted, how they talked, how they held themselves, you know, how their tonality, how they matched and mirrored certain people. Everything matters, and I'm always trying to improve every aspect. Right? And another thing you could also be doing is looking at scripts, studying scripts. Like, if you understand scripts at a high level, because I've made millions of freaking calls in my career already, the more calls you make and the more scripts that you practice, the confidence comes, because every call is basically the same. Whenever you're doing a sales call, you know, they all have the same, you know, couple steps to them, right? You have the intro and the outro, and then you know, in the in-between, it's really just a lot of powerful questions and getting to a result that they're desiring, and how you can show them that you have the solution. So, I mean, because a lot of these things are very, very, very similar, if you can practice the scripts, that will help you so much with your confidence. Right? You know, it's just, so many people can do so much more so easily, and so many of us, I feel like, just, whatever, I'll wing it. That's just not how it works anymore in business. It's just not how it works. So other than that, guys, look, last thing I'll leave you with is this. Call business, or life in general, is super finite. And I feel like I keep hearing story after story about people, how they lost their job, they lost a loved one, all these crazy things are happening. And I feel like just so many of us need to realize that you need to take charge of your life right now. There's no more delaying. Stop delaying. Stop playing it small. You need to go after your freaking dreams right freaking now, because I'm telling you, life is finite and you're going to freaking regret it. Right? If you don't go for it right today, if you don't go for it today, I assure you, you're going to look back at your life and you're going to be like, damn it, I wish I went for it last month, last year, 10 years ago. Don't let that be you. Go after your dreams, baby. I got to go stage a house.